Hello guys, my name is Sethaerion and we're back everybody. Yes, we're back. I'm not recovered yet, to be honest, but I think we can manage to play Banner Saga with one hand, right? So in the previous episode we went to Singleholm, but it was not so safe, you could say, because the people was so weird. Anyway, our goal was to find Zeno, but Zeno was not there, and we need to keep up, so sorry Event. Sorry dude. Unar, the Greeky old man with the leather headband, says,
"If there's one thing I know better than women and meat, it's, well,
He smiles.
Well, nothing. But I know when a group could use some help. Just nod and let old Unar make everything better. No questions now."
What?
I said no questions now.
Yeah, but I don't have a clue about...
No.
No. Oh man, but you know what? You're right. I agree with you. You're an older guy, so I guess you're much wiser than me. So I think I will choose between... Oh, sorry, I did that by mistake.
Oh.
Unar's smile fades.
I said no questions, and what's the first thing out of your mouth?
He shakes his head and shouts,
Forget it. Forget the lot of you.
He storms off, and the next day there is no trace of his whereabouts. Whatever, man. Okay, I think we're going to survive without him. So I wish you well, Unar. Have a nice trip, and take care. Now, let's see where we're heading off, because we don't have an exact destination, to be honest, because we didn't find Zeno, so we don't know where to go, right? So let's see what we got. As you are about to head off to sleep for the night, Onef pulls you aside. "I have a couple concerns I wanted to speak to you about," he says. "In private. You find a quiet place to talk." Uh-oh, that smells like a trap to me. But we're gonna see. What's on your mind? How well do you know the people traveling with us? How many strangers are in the caravan now? What are you talking about, dude? Who are you worried about? The group decides, not just me. We have picked up quite a few. Is this about Ikil? Which I might select the last one, because if you think about it, they're rivals. And Ikil thinks that Onef killed his sister. That was also Onef's wife. But anyway, let's just choose the last one, because it's getting too complicated to my head and I can't stand it. That's an obvious example. I have been watching folks since I joined you. Your companions from Skogul, they're loyal. I mean, it seems pretty clear that they would die to protect you. I suppose I would do the same. Yeah, why not? We're from the beginning of this journey. What about the Vrol? You don't even know half those warriors. You're telling me they have no problem following a man's orders now? Well, I don't think that they're mine, dude. After everything that happened at Innertoft. So, we helped them, Ivor gathers them, so what's the problem? They join us voluntarily. I trust Ivor to handle it, which is a good answer, I guess. If they're willing to fight, it's worth the risk. We could be more cautious. No, I will select the second one. I trust Ivor to handle it. He is fearless, I'll give you that. But look at him. He's run-ragged. He can't be there all the time. What happens the first time the Vrol don't want to do what you tell them? If Kurmur gave the role, I guarantee at least half would follow. Let's be honest, they could take this caravan by force at any time if they wanted to. You may have a point. What do you suggest? I've got no choice but to trust them. They haven't. Okay, I don't like how the situation goes, to be honest, guys, but let's just choose they haven't, because they didn't. Yep. So stop messing with my head, Onef. Go Onef yourself. Doesn't mean they won't. They're not the biggest problem, though. There's a mender with us. A mender who pulls lightning out of the sky and tells us what to do and where to go. Myself, I think we lagged out when his mentor didn't show up in Singleholm. Even's just the apprentice? What in the depths is his master capable of? Yeah, you got a point, but they're trying to help us, don't forget about it. Think about it, Rook. What do you really know about Event? I heard they were found practically dead in the middle of nowhere when the dread started showing up. Then the animal serpent shows up at Innertoft after tearing the wall in half. takes one look at the events and bolts. And suddenly they need our help instead of the murder council? How does that make any dang sense? Well, you make some valid points. You might be distorting what happened. Even could have taken control long before now. Yeah, this one. Take this in your face, dude. A shrewd man with ambitions can be very patient. Ungrateful for what you have done to get us this far, Rook. Oh, but it's always been about trust. I think it's time to part ways, so to speak. Nothing personal. Okay, you can go. Suddenly you gasp for air. When you look down, Onef is holding a knife buried deep in your ribs. What? So Rook is dead now? Your vision blurs and blood fills your sight. You gasp again. There's a bird whistle and the camp becomes a blur of motion. Onef's fighters from Frostrail leap into action, cutting people down. Did I make a bad decision here? Because I think I did. As Odleif turns to fire on the man, Onef runs her through and pulls the blade from her back without even breaking his stride. She drops like a sack of flour. Oh god, I did a terrible mistake, guys. In one clean motion, his blade then takes Idil in the throat before the boy can grab his shield. Onef straight for Arlette, who freezes in unbridled terror. Oh, don't you dare, man. Don't you even dare to hurt Arlette. Where is Ivor? Where is everyone, I wonder? You rise to your feet through the pain. Idil and Odleif are dead. Somehow you find the strength to cleave the nearest traitor in two, but you can't find the breath to shout. You think your lung might be punctured. Okay, so apparently we're like Walking Dead, a zombie, or Crawling Dead, you can say, so we can save our little girl. Onef clutches Alette's wrist amidst the commotion, tosses her bow aside and pulls her into the deep woods. Her eyes meet yours across the campsite. No, her lips say, though you can hear the words. A dozen men appear between you as Ivor steps into view, as fearsome as you have ever seen him. Well, look who's here. It's about time to come, Ivor. I don't know, just grab me, put me in your neck as a necklace, I don't care. Let's go. We have a fight as we see here, guys. So let me do my preparation. Let's go for battle. Let's save my little girl. Come on.
Where is Alette?
Shouts Ivor, tearing through the nearest bandit, but you already holding into the deep woods where they disappeared, ignoring the battle raging behind you. Where is my baby girl? Come on. In a haze of pain you start to think you have lost their tracks. Then you hear Alette screaming in the distance, followed by silence. You tear through the trees. Oh, let's hope that she's okay. In a small clearing, Alette lies with her back against a tree. Her hands and her clothes are covered in blood. She stares vacantly ahead, unblinking. Oh god. Beside her is the body of Onef, an arrow buried in his right eye as if placed there by hand. She looks in your direction and then at Onef.
I killed him,
she says. Oh, thank god, Alette. At least you survived, and you did the right thing, girl, which I didn't have the chance to do by myself. Alette, are you alright? You grins as much from the pain as the appearance of Alette after her bloody struggle with Onef.
No, I'm not hurt. I had no choice. Dad, your chest, you're bleeding.
Suddenly she's at your side, putting pressure on the wound.
I can fix this. Where is my needle? Odleif? Anyone?
Ivor, I found them. Just as your side goes black, you see Eyvind, Ivor, and Alette standing over you.
He's going to make it?
Your eyes open to the sound of Alet's voice. Normally I wouldn't like that. I only hope I did enough. I will survive.
Dad!
Alet, stop yourself from hugging your bandaged chest, pulling your head to her instead. The words come out easier than you expected. Oddleif?
It's a good thing Evan was here. She's going to pull through, though it was a nasty wound. We managed to kill most of those traitors, son of a bitches, and the rest fled into the woods.
There were a lot of people I couldn't save.
You did everything you could, Evin. Nobody expects you to raise the dead.
Evin frowns deeply, putting a hand to his forehead. Why did Onef do this, Rook? He was talking to you right before it happened. Sure, I can tell you that, but then I have to kill you. Just kidding, of course. So please don't let me strike my butt, okay? Alright, let's choose this one. He thought my leadership would get us killed.
Utter bastard. All the time we had no idea. Ikil killed a good half dozen of Onef's men by himself. He told me Onef was running Frostfell the whole time. He left Frostfell behind when he saw a better opportunity. Guess that relationship is over. Ikil was always just the barking dog you put in the yard to find out who your enemies are. It was no accident Onef went after those of us from Skogur.
He must have thought with us gone. He would take the banner and the rest would fall in line.
Or at worst they would take all the supplies from themselves and leave the rest as dreadsbait. We have to be more careful. We can't just let anyone join the caravan anymore.
Well, Ivor, I'm gonna say that I agree with you, but only in one way. Only that we need to be more careful, that's for sure, yeah. But I can't say no to the people that they wanted to join in or to help us out, so we will be more cautious.
None of this changes the fact that Below is out there somewhere, following us. That some around Singerholm might buy us some time, but we got to keep moving.
Your body aches all over, but Ivor's right. The road calls. The caravan is already starting to pack up camp. Well, at least we have some good news inside of this drama, you can say. We lost Hidzel, the blind guy, and that's sad, unfortunately. But at least we got Oddleif alive. How's the wound? You notice Oddleif winks as he rises to greet you.
It's doing a lot better.
When I saw it happen, I thought for sure. Well, I'm really glad you're...
You would have missed me, Rook.
She smiles.
Without Event, that's all you could have done. Instead, you'll have to put up with my crap a little longer. It still aches like you wouldn't believe, though. Oh, maybe you would. Heard you took a stabbing yourself. I guess things could have gone worse.
Yeah, exactly. You want to see my wound? You know, just to compare to see who has the biggest wound. But never mind. How is your husband doing? Oddleif's smile falls like a lead weight.
I'm sorry, Rook. I'm sorry I didn't tell you sooner. He died in Inartoft. It just didn't seem like the right time to, you know, put that burden on you. I should have said something. It's been lonely without him. I'm glad to have Alet around. And you, Rook?
Well, I'm glad to have you too, Oddleif. So what do you think about the caravan?
You mean, should we start kicking people out? That's a tough one. Usually I'd be the first to give you a dirty look for suggesting that. On the other hand, I got a sword in my back.
Oddleif thinks for a long moment before sighing.
Don't send anyone away. Just make sure nothing happens to Alet.
I will do my best, Oddleif, I promise you that. But now I'll let you get some rest.
Okay, thanks. I'll take you up on that.
Alright, see ya.
You know,
Yeah?
You're welcome to keep me company.
Oh, really? So, what kind of company you mean?
When I'm a little more awake. I mean, I'll talk to you later.
Okay, and as I see here, we have to speak with Ikil, so let's go.
Look who it is, still not dead. How are things, Rook?
I can never guess with you, Ikil. I heard you helped dry off the traitors when Onef attacked us. And it leaves me always wondering, what's your deal?
I'm not so hard to understand. Why don't you try asking instead of telling?
Oh, okay then. So, let's see what we got here. I think I'm gonna ask the first question here. Let's just say, why didn't you warn us about Onef?
Didn't I? How many times did I have to call him a traitor before you got the message? What do you want me to say? Watch out, Onef's going to murder your whole family. He didn't fill me in on the details. He was always like that. In fact, I won't be surprised if he tried to convince you to off me. But listen, I don't need to know, so keep it to yourself.
Okay then. That's an interesting question. Why did you stick with him?
I don't know, Rook. Family makes you do weird things. You know what the worst part is?
No.
We became kin when he married my sister. She died of a fever one night. But she didn't. She wasn't sick. He killed her. I don't know why he did it. Maybe he just felt like it. I was so furious, I got so angry that I wanted him to beg. I could kill him without a second, though. But that wasn't enough. I wanted him to feel sick about it, puke his guts out. And somehow that turned into overtime. He never cared, and I gave up and did what he wanted. Don't know what it happened. But when I attacked you in Frostfell, guess I will just say it wasn't my idea.
Well, I don't know if that's weird for you guys, but I think I believe him. So let's see our options here. You're welcome to stay with us. I want you to leave. No, I don't think that I will select the second one. I need to get going. Well, to be honest guys, Ikil proves me wrong that he's useful and he really wants to help me. So I guess as Ivor says also that he's a barking dog and so was the enemy. So I think that he's gonna be so useful here in the caravan. So I'm gonna say, you're welcome to stay with us, dude. Just don't get too close to me. I don't want to bite me.
Had no plans to go anywhere. So you're going to let me walking around with my own axe and everything?
That doesn't mean I'm not watching you.
I can accept that. You're a good man.
Let's just say I need to get going.
And I need to take a piss. You're not the only busy man around here, you know.
You shake your head as Ikil steps away from camp. Well, what can I say about Ikil? I mean, he's a good guy if you think about it. Deep inside, maybe. But anyway, my point here is that in this episode, he showed to us that he's useful and very helpful. And I think that he deserves a little trust, right? So I will cautiously give some trust to Ikil. Now, that's all the time that I got for this episode, guys. So, if you like this video, be sure to press the like button. Thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, everybody, take care. Bye bye.